That's right. You can hear me. Sorry about that. I had the microphone on mute because I keep getting that message from. Can you hear me now? Hopefully you can. I apologize to anybody that was in here for the first one minute and 30 seconds when you couldn't hear me. So you can hear me now, right? Hey there, Lauren. Lauren says, hey there. Did you notice my bottom teeth are straight now? I'm very excited about that. But I had fangs briefly, didn't I, Hal?
Yes, you did.
Why is the camera out of focus? Oh, there, now it's back. My day has been fantastic, and it's better now that I get to sit in here with my Benites and say, hello, wonderful people. I have to make sure I don't have porn on the screen because,
oh my God.
Well, I say that because the screen reflects in my glasses and I can see myself on the screen. And if I like secretly had something dirty up there, you'd see it. Hello, Lizzie Borden. For those of you that are wondering, I put more Blu-rays up because they sold out so fast. I put more Blu-rays in the store, and let me put that up there so you know where to look. And, oh my God! Wow, I'm sitting here talking to the Benites.
That was Archer. I'm sorry.
That was you. You're a gaseous anomaly. My God, she almost exploded over there.
Well, I can't help it.
Jamie, what time is it over? Well, it's only, what is it, 20 after 11? That's early for you. So I'm early tonight. I normally have been coming on at 9. I came on the other night at 8. Yes, 2 nights ago I didn't come on at all because Sable was shaking for some reason. I had to tend to her. It's 12:20. Do you guys do daylight savings? Oh, wait, 7 and 5. Yes, you do. I'm sorry. There's the evil Ash.
I was evil.
You are evil. You're the evil Mrs. Biggins. You probably turned my mic off.
Your mic is off?
No, it was off. Because it's up there and I put it on mute when I'm sitting here because I keep getting that email that somebody says they hacked my computer and they look at my camera and hear my microphone while I'm watching dirty movies. And they're going to send it to my friends if I don't send them $750 in Bitcoin.
Anybody even use Bitcoin anymore?
Yeah, they do. It's slowly crawling back up. Mozilla Lennon. Hello. I guess you mean hello from Fort Lauderdale because I'm not in Fort Lauderdale, although you'd think so today. We at one point, our outside thermometer was registering 86 degrees. And I will tell you people, for southern New Jersey, the first week of April, that is very unusual. 50, maybe. But we're supposed to go down to 60 tomorrow. Fuck the internet scammers and their bullshit. I love, Holly always laughs when I answer the phone and it's a telemarketer because I say, you know, usually it'll be somebody and you can tell they're not from this country. And that's not to be racist, but You can tell. And usually you hear like 7,000 people in the background because they're all scamming people. And they call from a local area code. So they're spoofing the number. And I like to say, Hola! ¿Cómo está? They're not Spanish speaking people either, as far as I know. But they just, they're thrown off because I just sound so happy to have them call. And then I'll say something terrible to them. Now, look, I realize people need to work, but you don't need to work for a place that's scamming other people out of money. You know, I just realized looking at my head here, I don't know if it's the camera or my head is misshapen. It kind of goes to a point and then to the right or the left. I pick up the phone all the time anymore because I love to say, because they're calling you with the intention of scamming. And I'm on every do not call list for every phone number I have. Now, I only have 2 phone numbers. Well, I have 3. I have the digital line that I sometimes put up here and let people text me because I can shut that off and not hear their bullshit. I also have for the Comcast with the cable modem, I have a phone, but that's been forwarded to my cell phone for 10 years. So both that number and my cell phone number are on the do not call list, yet I still get calls. So I like to say, you know, knowing that they're calling to scam me, not all of them are scammers. Some of them are like collecting money for police departments or the American Cancer Society or the fire departments. But let me tell you something about that, folks. A lot of you don't know this, but very little of the money you donate that way actually goes to the charity. Let me explain. Ask the people when they call, if they call and they say they're collecting for the Police Benevolent Society, say, or the police department or the fire department. Ask them, say, because they have to answer this question. Say, hello, Andrea. Ask them, say, how much of what I donate goes to the actual charity? And they, by law, have to answer that question. And you will find out that it's always in excess. That it's always less than 20%. In some cases, it's less than 10%. So that means if you donate $1 to the American Cancer Society, when you get those phone calls, they get a dime. 90 cents goes to the people that made the phone call. And they're not associated with the charity. They're just companies that are hired to do fundraising. Katrina, oh my God, you finally got me while you were live. I always miss these. So I always say to these people, hello, Katrina. It's nice to see you live. So I always ask that question. Just, you know, I'll say, how much goes to the actual charity? And they're used to being asked that question now because they'll answer and I'll say, well, thank you, but I'd rather, you know where I like to donate? In the summer, the warmer months, the fire department stands out at the intersections with a boot. And when you come up to a traffic light, they walk past the cars. I'll throw a buck in the boot because I know that all that money goes to that fire department. And those are the people that are coming to my house to put it out if it catches on fire. Hello, Patrick. So my recommendation is if you want to make a donation to any like charity or organization, make it to them directly because that way they get to keep it. It doesn't go to the company that's making the phone calls. Now, I have something to show you all. Do you remember the other night our friend, well, my nemesis, Melody, was telling us she was getting surgery, and I asked her to make 2 videos. One, if she didn't make it, that would automatically send on a timer. And a second one, if she did make it, to update us on how she is. So this is the video I received the day of her surgery. Here we go.
Hi, Benites. I am out of surgery. I'm home. I did good. Everything's well. Thank you for your support. Bye.
So as we can see, Holly, I was up to 30 people for a second. It's like a regular freaking party in here. So as you can see, everyone, our Melody came out of surgery. Now she told me yesterday she felt worse than the day before, but that's because she was on the good drugs the day before. Also, for you guys have been really hammering me about when are you getting more Blu-rays. So all the stuff to make them is on its way. So I put 10 more of them up for sale in the store, and I shipped every one that was on back order. Holly,
Yes.
Andrea, who's in here on her account, Mama Cats Rockin' Eats,
Okay.
says, "Hi, Miss Holly, happy Easter."
Happy Easter.
She says happy Easter, and she said it without letting gas out.
Stop it.
Oh, she's been gassy. Ugh, it's like down here, it's like we're supposed to have real bad thunderstorms again, beginning in about a half an hour or so. And I feel safer standing out in the driveway holding a metal pole up in the air than I do with what's going on down here just a few feet away. Ugh. So you can see that suitcase over there. That suitcase is older probably than most of the people in this room. It's older than me. But I remember taking that thing on trips. Now they got suitcases with wheels and shit. I bought this big suitcase that I took to FrankenCon last year, and I wheeled it in there like I had like 50,000 steps to go up, but I didn't. So anyway, back to the there's a bunch of stuff right now in the shop for those of you that want bait. And there's something, by the way, there's also the custom Easter messages. If you want them, I'm shooting the bulk of them tomorrow afternoon. So please place your order. It's only $25. There is the opportunity, get your name on a webcam in the film. There's get your name on a street sign. There's also to be a producer, which is down at the bottom of the list because it's expensive. But there's also the Blu-rays. There's 10 sets. They'll be gone tonight. So if you want to get a Blu-ray, now's the time to do it. There's also one T-shirt, a purple T-shirt with the 4 Bad Bens on it in large, one in extra large, and a hoodie in large, and a hoodie in extra large. Andrea, I want you to wear your Bad Ben shirt on your show, or you're not a real fan. I'm telling you right now. I'm just kidding with you. Good evening, Squatch. We just watched Picard, and tonight was a great episode. I think we watched The Mandalorian, which I don't know. It's okay, I guess. You know, The Mandalorian has over 7 minutes of credits at the end. Now, I know some movies will have 10 to 15 minutes of credits, but a TV series to have 7 minutes of credits, that's crazy. Because, you know, I don't play through the credits. I don't have time for that bullshit. And so I will end the episode. And then when I go to start the next week's episode, it wants to know if you want to resume the previous week. And it says there's 7 minutes left. Andrea says, I've worn your Bad Ben t-shirt on our beer show called Heavy Metal Beer Club on YouTube. You know, people play a drinking game while watching bad end films. They take a shot every time I say the F word. And I've been contacted by AA and asked to stop cursing. Antonio Banderas is, oh no, it's Antonio Ramirez. Brett's son wears his bad band. Brett's son, who now that when I watch the movie, when I'm going back over it, it's clearly his son, but I called it called his son his wife because his son has long hair. But he was standing behind Brett pushed his son behind him instead of, because he's taller than his son. Instead of letting his son be in front of him, he pushed his son into the background. So he got, all right, I'm only kidding. So anyway, I had to apologize profusely to Brett's son. And a lot of people pouring their Bud Light down the drain because they are now here I am, Hal. I'm wading into that territory.
Oh, why are you doing that?
Because they supported or joined with some trans person. Dylan Mulvaney.
Yes.
And you know what I say, guys? I say, who gives a fuck? Who cares if just care that people are good people? I mean, the reason I put my glasses like that is so they don't reflect the light. People, look, everybody, somebody probably just bought. Oh, somebody just bought the hoodie. Who got the hoodie? Can I say? Denise got it. Denise, that'll ship out tomorrow. If somebody just said they don't have sound, that's from earlier. Keep watching. You'll have sound. Denise, that will go out tomorrow in the mail. Squatch, that's the actual statement. Squatch said Bud Light's crappy no matter who they support. But, I know people. I remember when Coors Light was all the rage. Now, I toured the Coors factory, and this was, I would say, back in around 1988, maybe 1990. And two things about that part of Colorado. Number one, the Rockies were a new baseball team, and they were the number one selling team, professional athletic team of football, baseball, hockey, basketball. And you know why it was? It was because their colors. Kids loved their colors. So they sold out. But anyway, when we toured the Coors factory in Colorado, the employees at that time were allowed to drink on the line. They were actually, I mean, not water. They were allowed to drink beer or any of the Coors Light products as they were, and finally OSHA pressure and all, but they were still allowed to drink on their breaks at like their morning break, their afternoon break, and their lunch break. But they used to actually be able to drink right on the line. But as far as this stuff like, Kid Rock shot up a couple, he's not a good shot either because he missed the entire case of Bud Light or Bud. Look, there are people that are anti-gay until they have a son or a daughter that's gay. There are people that are anti-trans until they have a family member that's trans. There's or sometimes people still, they reject that family member and all. But you know what I'm concerned about? I'm concerned about people being good people. And can I tell you? Oh my God! Do you hear what's going on down here?
Just ignore it and not point.
How can I ignore when you belch like that?
It wasn't a belch.
Well, I just lost 8 viewers. Is it because I took a stance that said, who gives a fuck? Oh, well, I'll pick up 8 more. But, you know, I worry about people being good people, period. The only thing I don't like, the only people I have something against are people that smell. If I'm being honest, there's no, unless you've got a medical condition, there's no reason to stink. Now, it's different if you were out working in the yard or something and you come in. So go in and wash your ass. All right? Fender said, let it out, Hal.
Thank you.
Zach Chi says, yo, Nigel. You know what was funny? When I see Zach Chi, I think of Chai, Chicago. When they were doing an episode, the last episode of Access Paranormal that's online, they met these people in a cemetery which were from Chicago. Oh, Jamie's still here. So yeah, Jamie was talking to Scott and I, and Marie and Jonathan went off because this cemetery, which is called a park, they give tours. And hello, Miss Pinkerton. I emailed you back, by the way. There's some Blu-rays in the store. And yes, Miss Holly and I will sign it. Just make sure after you order it, just make sure to send me an email, nigel@nigelbach.com, and remind me so that I make sure your order is autographed by the two of us. Jamie says he'll be here until the end. Katrina, it wasn't a cemetery in Chicago. They were in England in this cemetery, but they ran into some people that were touring it, and they were from Chicago. And it was funny. I mean, I found it funny because Scott and I are here in the United States. The Jamie and the Paranormal Access crew is in the United Kingdom, and they run into people that are from the United States. Yes. St. James Cemetery. Jamie Fender says she saw episode 9 of Access Paranormal. Jamie and you and Scott had me cracking up. I don't know. That was part 1 of the cemetery. I'm not sure. And hi, John. What any new Easter candies? Well, you know, I'm diabetic, so I got to take it easy, but I don't. That's what insulin's for. You just shoot more of it up. But I like those Whopper malted moth eggs. And we also have the Starburst jelly beans are good. No, the reason I'm wearing my glasses because when I wear my glasses like this, you just see the reflection of the monitor. This is how I normally wear them. I like the Sour Patch Kids jelly beans. Well, she likes Sour Patch Kids too. I get them for her every now and then. I try to get her anything that I research first that doesn't make her gassy. Because, my God.
I'm trying to ignore your nasty comments.
Zach says I look... My nasty comments? Well, why don't you drown them out by letting some more rip over there? Oh, my God.
You're the last person to talk about that.
I am a man. Men are supposed to explode with gas. Women are supposed to excuse it. I mean, we know it happens, but you excuse yourself. Boy, went out of focus again. I don't know why that happened. I'm totally out of focus. Oh, there I am. Thank God. I'm a damn man.
Sure you are.
I set the mood lighting in the back. Here, every time she lets one rip over
Stop
there,
it.
I'm going to change the color. What color is that? Is that supposed to be red? Oh, that's multicolor. There, I made it red. Zach says, I love being gassy. Any pretzels lately? Yes, we stopped there this morning. And because, like I told you, it was 86 here today, which is insane. Inside the pretzel factory, it was about 90. Felix says, hi, Nigel, getting ready to start working. You're going to work now? Just want to say have a fabulous night because you and Holly are fabulous. Oh, just sold another set of Blu-rays. I think someone got in a time machine and traveled here and bought them. And the reason why I say that, Bill, is because you're still using Hotmail. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. The guy just spends $75 in the store. Well,
You insulted him.
and I insulted him. Bill, I apologize profusely. Just for that, I'm sorry. Somebody wrote yum, woohoo. Yep, that's Squatch. Now I know your real name, but I still like calling you Squatch if that's okay. Squatch. I facilitate an intensive outpatient program for adolescents from 5 to 8. Oh, can we come? I'm not making fun. I'm just, hi, Archer. I'm just saying if like you could put me in there and I could zoom in. Let me tell you something. AOL is still around. And let me tell you something, AOL email address. Let me tell you something else. I once had a Prodigy email. I once had a Netscape email. Well, one of the problems back when the email, first of all, AOL was freaking awesome. I miss the original AOL. I got more enjoyment out of AOL than I do out of Facebook. But AOL used to have all the chat rooms. You could find similar interests. Now on Facebook, you can join groups, but people are rude. But anyway. You both. Okay, Holly, we've both been offered free counseling services from Felix.
Thank you.
We might need it. You've got mail. Remember the sound of the modem dialing up?
Yep.
And then the 3 windows, boom, boom, boom. Hey there, Debbie. I'll be up in your neighborhood tomorrow morning to see Cousin Darty. Her list included a coconut pie. Now, I think what she means is like coconut custard. Hi, Deborah P. Well, Felix, AOL is not like the AOL that used to be, but I know what you're saying. Jennifer says, evening, Benites. Evening, Jennifer. For those of you that are just joining us, by the way, somebody else. What's somebody else order? I might show you. Tracy, I just got your order. Make sure to email me too so that we sign it. Hal, you've gotten your first autograph request.
Oh boy.
So Holly is going to put the pen between her toes when she signs it.
It's not very nice.
I'm only kidding. She's not going to do that. Coconut cream's okay. You don't like coconut at all, though, do you?
You're not like coconut's disgusting.
She said coconut's disgusting. It's like eating shredded paper. Actually, I threw the shredded paper part in. But yeah, I had Netscape, a Netscape address. I had a Prodigy. Prodigy was even older than that. Somebody's just bought the Crescent Moon Clown on pay-per-view on Bad Ben TV. Now, listen, you guys that have Amazon Fire. All right, Tracy, I got your email. Now I'll remember it. Let me put a little flag on it. Just so you know, Tracy, these are going out on Monday because I ordered more supplies and they're coming. It's not going to take 2 weeks like I put on the website. It's going to take about a week. But Monday because I ordered the supplies and they're not coming till Saturday. Melody, by the way, everyone, Melody's in the room. Like I told you, here, let me start this again. Hang on.
Hi, Benites. I am out of surgery. I'm home. I did good. Everything's well. Thank you for your support. Bye.
So that was Melody, everyone. She survived her surgery. She did make 2 videos. One was the death video, but she didn't have to play that because she made it through. Melody, how are you feeling today? I played that twice, by the way, Melody. I played it about, I don't know, 25 minutes ago. Are you feeling better today? Because you were saying you were feeling a little worse than yesterday? Because the first day when you had that, you told me you felt great, and that's because you were still on the good drugs. But anyway, we're all glad you're doing better. So Dorothy's list is she wants a piece of ham. It's gotten worse. Do you have something to take for it? Does anybody live near Melody that's, got some like gummy weed? Let's go over cousin Dorothy's shopping list for tomorrow. Why'd you miss the movies? They're there. They're on Bad Ben TV. All right, let's go over cousin Dorothy's. She wants milk 1%. Fresh fruit. She always tells me whatever's on sale. Oops. Hang on. That's my alarm telling me all the bullshit I've been eating has given me high blood sugar. I got one of those things that stick in your arm, which, by the way, anybody that's diabetic, I recommend. Yeah, that's kind of high. That's because I was eating a lot of shit with dinner. Anybody, actually, I have the cover off of it tonight. These things, if you got a family member that's diabetic, you see this thing, and that mark, by the way, is because I had there's a bandage that goes over them you can get, and I took it off this morning. I didn't put a new one on, but these things, they look like they hurt because they stick in you, but they don't. It's just a little filament, and you can read them on the phone, which means you don't have to stick your fingers, and it monitors you all the time. So you get an alarm if your sugar goes high. It's more concerning if your sugar, if it goes real high, or if it goes low. So anyway, what are you laughing about? You watching something, or are you laughing at me? What'd I say? Ugh, she's laughing at me. My cousin got an own poker when it first came out, but didn't work for her.
Poker.
An arm poker, not a hooker. She doesn't even know who said that. So, Fender, I apologize for her rudeness. She's just out of control lately. Oh, and here's Miss Sable, everyone. Sable, you want to come up and say hello? Come on. All right. Oh, somebody else bought something. What do we sell? Oh, my God. Tracy, you're incredible. Thank you, Tracy, for that donation. And here is Sable, and she's a little upset because Archer's right down here. Archer, do you want to say? It's total mayhem down here at Steelmanville Road.
With you starting in every night around this time, and stop biting my nose. I love you. Lay down. You've been good all night.
Jennifer said hi.
Ow. That really hurts.
Sable. Melody said hi. Do they hurt when they put what are we talking about? Did it hurt when they put it in, Nigel? The hell are you talking? Oh, you mean the blood sugar monitor? No, it's well, once in a while, if you don't prepare it right, it does hurt for just a second, but no. What it is, you get this device and you just press it against, and
Hey.
my smoking shirt looks, and it just fires it into your arm, and it doesn't hurt. The only time it hurts is if you happen to catch it on something, which is why I get those patches. It's like a big Band-Aid that you just basically put over it, but it keeps it in place and keeps it from coming loose. And you wear it for 2 weeks. And I've worn one nonstop now for 2 years. And that is how. What the?
I'm sorry.
Did you hear that?
I'm sorry.
Did you hear that?
Dinner is repeating on me.
Dinner's repeating on you, all right, but my God,
I'm sorry.
we're going to go back to wearing masks in this house. Guess I shouldn't word it that way when I'm talking to a dude. I apologize, Jennifer. I am a disgusting human.
You are.
Jesus, Holly. Melody said, Jesus, Holly.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, my God. It's like I'm in a frat house down here. It's all right, Holly Ann. Just let it go. We don't want you like getting an ulcer or something. You just when it boils up to the top, you just let it go, baby. Okay? As long as it's coming out that end. Ugh. I've heard the other end too. You know, have you ever, if you're like with the fact that tomorrow's Good Friday and it's Easter weekend we're going into, you've heard of Gideon's trumpets? That's all I'll say.
You know what? You need to just leave me out of your little stuff.
Melody, let me tell you, I had a colonoscopy, 2 of them now. And I was told that my bowel prep was excellent, which, by the way, if you haven't had a colonoscopy, number one, I recommend when you're eligible, you get one, because I've got 2 words to say. Chadwick Boseman. Okay, what a loss. Great actor. But they put me under. But the prep for it, because you don't even know. They put you under, they go up there with a camera, they look around, that's it. But they put me under because they do an endoscopy and a colonoscopy at the same time. And when you come to, it's like 15 minutes has passed, but you're really relaxed. And, you know, it doesn't cause you any pain. You might feel a little gassy after that, like some inflation in that area. But yeah, I'm imagining there is a lot of air flowing. But the bowel prep the day before, because you got to have that clean. You can't have some residents hanging out down there while they're going up there with a camera. They need it clean. They need like the crowd separated, like a celebrity's coming through. So you take this bowel prep stuff, all this stuff to clean you out. My God, I almost slept on the toilet. I actually put a towel on my bed because she's laughing at me. Because when you lay down there, you don't know if you're going to have leakage or not. It's horrible. Facebook restricted me to too many hearts total. So Fender and I came to YouTube. I had 4, and it's hilarious to hear all the gas come out of the patients because they have to blow your stomach up with air. Wow, Melody, I'm glad you find that hysterical. Sounds like the place smells like shit. I didn't hear that where I was, but I was out. So who knows? Before I came to, I could have been releasing all over the place. But let me tell you something.
All over the place.
Well, this is important because anal care is very important. Having your colonoscopy is very important because if you get any type of cancer, look, testicular cancer, as we know, we have a friend that had it. They can take them suckers off, at least one of them. Say, but what are you doing? They can take that bad boy off. Breast cancer, they get rid of it. They take the breast, and many women are pleased with the reconstruction now, and hysterectomies usually take it all out. But butt cancer, of all the things they could, if I had to lose my danglers because of cancer, that's okay. If I had to lose a kidney, all right, a lung, but that won't happen. All right, but the one thing I want to keep my entire life is my butthole.
Of course you do.
Melody, there's I don't know that you needed to share that, but thank you. But no, when I was getting the bowel prep, I actually put a towel on my bed because I would move slightly to the right and I'd have a little issue. The pre-colonoscopy is not. You're right. Yeah, well, yeah. If you do lose your danglers, did you know that dogs, male dogs are supposed to have neutered because unless they're like a pure breed that you're breeding, it can actually shorten their life because of cancer. So, and when you get rescues, most rescues, they're already done when you get them. Archer was. And I don't mean to be grotesque here, but
That's not going to stop you.
they had just done it when we got him. So he had his empty, do I say the word, Hal?
Go ahead.
Sack, where that once housed his balls. And that took about 6 months. Holly still mentions how there's a little flap there. She's a little, we keep close eye on our dogs. But yes, she, that took a while to, but anyway, what I was saying was they actually make prosthetic testicles for dogs.
I did not know that.
people have had it done because they said, first of all, what's it like? Why are people looking at it? Are they? I don't understand.
What?
Why are they making it think it makes their male dogs look bad to not have balls? I mean, who's looking there? That reminds me of a joke, by the way. Guy's standing at a corner waiting for the light to turn. He's got his dog, and his dog bends over and starts licking himself in his private parts. And the guy standing next to him looks over and sees the flexibility of the dog, and he says, "Boy, I wish I could do that." And the guy says to him, "You can if you pet him first."
I don't like that joke.
I decided to try the Cologuard route first. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's where you poop on a piece of paper, right? You send it in. Holly's getting a big laugh out of it. Well, Melody, the number in the room has gone from 30. It's now been halved. It might have had to do with any one of the topics I've addressed tonight. I'm a retired registered vet tech. Gonad removal were a common daily surgery. Oh, I thought you were saying you were a retired registered vet, like veteran, and you were just, they were taking soldiers nuts. And I thought, boy, that's odd. But you were a vet tech, so you worked at a veterinarian office. It's unnecessary surgery due to prosthetic gonads. And in my experience, it's made owners. It's been male owners. Yeah. You think I care that Archer ain't got a set? That's what Evil says. So what do they do with the balls when they pull them out? They eat them. It's similar to like people that take their placentas and eat them. Kim Kardashian had her placentas put into pills and she ate them.
I'm sure that's far from the worst thing that's been in her mouth.
I almost one time was talked into eating Rocky Mountain oysters, you silly people out there.
Who would try to get you to eat that?
Some people from Colorado. Lauren Patricia said she prefers her male cat not having balls. The thing about it is you can't ask them. So what's the difference? No, but it's supposed to be Michelle, right? Fernandez. Isn't it better for them? I just Rocky Mountain oysters are bull's testicles. Did you know that, Hal?
Yes, I did.
You did? Have you ever eaten them?
No, I have not. I watch a lot of cooking shows, so yes, I know what they are.
Do you know what happens when you have? No, I can't. This is a vulgar joke, so I won't tell it.
Oh, that should stop you.
No, do you know what happens when you have balls on the wall? When you have nuts on the wall?
What?
I fucked it up already. When you have nuts on the wall, you have walnuts.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what happens when you have nuts on your chest?
What?
Do you know what's called chestnuts? Do you know what's called when you have nuts on your chin?
What?
Dick in the mouth. I apologize. If the room goes down to 0, it's I deserve it. Actually, the room went up. The bull testicles are cooked, and they're sliced. Actually,
How could you, I told you what I saw on that Korean thing. Penis fish.
penis fish.
Yes.
Is it a fish that's shaped like a?
Yes, it's wet and slimy. It was a show on YouTube about popular Korean street food because evidently street food in Korea is
What'd she say on the TV?
is very popular.
Sable's growling at the Netflix. Look, the room just went up in 20 now that we're talking about testicles. Evil's now picturing trash bags full of dog nuts. That's actually what pickleball is.
Hey.
So it's I've been on here an hour almost, Holly. Isn't that very exciting? I love just time flies when I'm sitting here talking to Benites. Speaking of nuts, do you think that Darth Vader in that fire lost his? I'm looking over there, and he ain't packing much. I'm sorry. What is this LinkedIn bullshit? I always get these emails that people are looking me up on LinkedIn. You know what? Search on Google for Nigel Box net worth. And it says my net worth is estimated at $4 million. I'm about 3,999,900 and well, Miss Pinkerton just made a big donation, so.
Are we able to pick up an order at Michael's tomorrow?
What? Yeah.
It's such an inconvenience.
It is. The dog seemed, well, Sable, being a female, only had her uterus removed. Archer was the one that had the gonad removal. Michelle used the somewhat technical term of gonad. Thank you.
Technical, is it?
Gonad is the technical term, or testicle.
Testy?
I guess testy is singular, but testicle. I have a lump on my testicle, somebody would say, not I have a lump on my gonad. How'd we get here?
Yeah, would you please explain to me?
We are supposed to, at 8 o'clock, we were supposed to get thunderstorms, but they're coming across the Delaware Bay, so they should be here a little later than you. Down there in Cape May Courthouse. Hey. But nice time for you to come into the room because we're talking about gonads. Oh, Ash, don't say that.
What are you people saying that is so disgusting?
Hi, Ashton. How's the little one? Well, there goes my plan to marry into money. Katrina wants to marry me. Yeah, Katrina, the internet is sorely mistaken. I had this one asshole 2 weeks ago that was, 99.9% of you are just awesome. And I enjoy talking to you all the time. That's why I do this. But every now and then I get an arsehole. And I was getting, I forget why I was even going there. Oh. So this person says to me, why aren't the films on Tubi for free anymore? And I said, because they were placed there by a distributor. And I paid, thanks to you guys, I got the rights back to them. So they came anywhere the distributor placed them, they were removed. Well, you already had the right. So this person just kept going on. And they said, look, I can't afford the $3 to buy it. And you're well off. the prep cleans you out, but you fast and it does. Yeah, well, we're back to bowel prep, which is important because bowel health is important. And that first time, the second time wasn't as bad, but the first time I prepped for it, you drink that shit. You mix it with water and you drink it and it tastes lemony or something. Oh my God. Katrina said she'd marry me only if I had money. She actually loves my poor penniless boyfriend. Not you. I'm not that kind of crazy. Well, thank you. Hello, UK. We got a couple UKers in here today. And, well, I'm glad Haunted Highway is your favorite. Lee, let me tell you something. You do need to stay by the toilet. I sat on the toilet and pulled a tray up and just spent the day there.
Don't need to be so graphic.
Well, Evil just actually described a bowel movement.
What? Tell them I said to just stop it.
Holly says, stop it. Thank you, Custom. Allegedly, this week, the Amazon Fire app is supposed to go active. I just got notified by Amazon today through the people that build the site that it's in the queue and it should go active in less than a week. So for those of you that got Fire, you'll be able to. The thing I will tell you, though, is if you're going to subscribe, you want to subscribe now, because as that approaches to going active, it's going to cost a little more. And by the way, it's $36 right now for a year. So for the next 12 months, it's pouring out there now. We might be getting this weather any minute. But anyway, so that's $3 a month. A pay-per-view's $250. So if you know, $36 is a lot of money that's a tank of gas for some people, or half a tank. But it's, you know, the pay-per-views are only good for 3 days. You subscribe, in a year you don't have to worry about it, and you can watch everything we add to the channel. I was actually I meant that I wasn't a delusional freak. Katrina, I'm playing with you. It's okay. I know you're not trying to date me. Because if you were, you need therapy. Just kidding. This was an unexpected conversation. GIs, dude, let me tell you something. Get your colonoscopy. Get your, what's the thing where they squash your breasts? How?
Mammogram.
Get your, oh, you hear the thunder now?
Yeah.
Now we have thunder. Get your mammogram, ladies. Do your self-examination, dudes, in the shower. We know you're down there anyway. Look, I speak the truth, sister. I know somebody very close to me in my family that because they work in the, you know, they work for a big insurer and processing claims and all, and they were right on top of it, and they've been cancer-free now for, well, they had breast cancer, and they've been cancer-free for 3 decades, I think. At least 25 years. So get it checked. You got family that want, by the way, the reason why I do that is to get the camera to come back and focus. All right, let me try to bring this thing up here, which is allows me to manually focus. So I want my Benites here because, you know, I keep making these movies and I can't afford to lose any fans. Ah, there we go. That's right, sister. Oh, look at that. Now you can see the whole back shelf. Now you see this easel here? The reason that's backwards is because when I do broadcast, so you guys can't see the storyboard. But up there on the top, I've got a Coraline. I plan on giving that away. Actually, this weekend we're going to give away Coraline and 11. Hi, baby. Do you hear the thunder and you're not liking it? Oh, my holy jacket. Got the Avengers up there. See, there's Black Panther. Chadwick.
Tell them about the
Save second base. What's that mean?
titties.
The twos?
The titties. If you mentioned mammogram, that's what it means.
Right.
Save second base.
Oh, that's the breasts. All right. Now I know. Yes, there's BB-8. Right there. That's a bank. That's a Darth Maul. There's the Mandalorian child.
Did you tell them we had a grilled cheese I made a different?
Holly made grilled cheese in the air fryer tonight. Miss Pinkerton thanks you for clearing me up on what save second. Oh, I get it. First base. Second base is when you're playing with the Tatas, right? But what if you're a male homosexual? What's second base?
Chest?
Playing with the chest?
I would think anything else would be more along the third base. So
I think you go straight to
home plate.
yeah, probably. What do I know? What happened to my little adjuster here? Ah. Oh, I got to zoom in a little. That gives it to me. Look, extreme close up.
Maybe I won't use the jalapenos next time because they're really repeating on me right now.
Is that what's causing the gas over there?
That's what the issue is. Archer, leave her alone. She is not bothering you at all. There's another bed over there for you to lay on.
Your question about if I sign up for Bad Ben TV, is it good across multiple platforms with a password? It's supposed to be through the company I'm using now, but don't sign up in the app. Sign up on the website, Bad Ben TV. And then that pushes out to Roku and Fire. But I think if you sign up in the app, like Amazon, you're only going to be able to watch it on an Amazon Fire device. So if you have a Roku device and an Amazon device, you're only going to be able to watch it on whatever you sign up. If you do it on the TV. Chewbacca is back there too, yes. I now moved in for an extreme close-up. So, Holly, I want you to Google first, second, third, and fourth base. Well, I can guess what fourth base is, but in the gay community, because first base is in a hetero is kissing, right? Second base is feeling the breasticles. Third base is
Fondling.
fondling what?
Second base is fondling.
Right.
Third base is oral.
Oh. I have got to start doing some Googling so that I understand more. Because I don't mean to seem ignorant. Is there such a thing as fifth base?
I don't think so, unless you're ambidextrous.
Wow. Whoever came up with that?
Ambidextrous when I
I'm
sit.
guessing it was kids, like teenagers came up with that probably in the 50s. 50s is when they came up with all the interesting shit. Like Happy Days. Well, it looks like it's already stopped raining. Maybe our storm's over.
What?
Look, check the weather maps, Hal.
Severe thunderstorm watch until 10 p.m. Predict rain for the next hour. And on here, it has it raining straight through till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Hella Lee says we would all adore fifth base. Shit. I'd like to make it out of the dugout at some point in my life.
Overrated.
Oh my God. Look, this is my weather map right now. That blue dot right there is me. Can you see all the green and the, you can't really see. That's all yellow. Oh, that's horrible. There, now you can see it. That yellow is us, all around us. Son of a bitch.
Welcome to my world, bitch face.
Who? Who's getting that treatment, Hal?
No, they're making comments about Drew Barrymore. She had her very first hot flash during the taping of her show. They're making a big thing out of it.
Well, how's she now?
What do you mean?
Does it feel hot? Do you just start sweating?
You feel like you're burning from the inside out.
Really?
Yes.
How do you know it's just not jalapenos? Fire, Hella, your question about Fire Stick, it's not there yet. It'll be there next week. It could be there sooner. But yeah, next week. It's been uploaded. It's been,
2 weeks.
huh? Stop your sass mouth over there. Thunderstorms won't be the only problem we have at 3:52.
Oh, lightning.
You know, you with that mouth.
Ew.
What'd I do with my lighter? Oh, there it is.
Cinnamon sugar pretzel.
That sounds good. Let me tell you something.
Oh my god.
My niece Lily told me about that cinnamon sugar pretzel dip bullshit.
No, thank you.
Oh, it's good.
When did you have it?
It's been a while.
I'm not a big cinnamon person anyway.
I like cinnamon.
I like cinnamon on French toast.
What about Fireball?
Yes.
That's a drink, though. Goldschlager had cinnamon in it.
Never had it.
You seem to be the only one commenting. Hella, you might be in the Bad Ben or in the Nigel Bach Facebook room, but there are people that are coming in here that I guess you can't all see each other's comments, but there are people that are coming in here from you that are watching on YouTube, the Bad Ben Movie Facebook page, and the Nigel Bach Facebook page. The lovely Sophie last night was adorable. She's always
You
adorable.
know, we're always sweet and cute.
Oh, I got something to read people too, but let's see.
I thought you were gonna get ready to say you have to fart or something.
Oh wait, I screwed that up. Hang on.
Why am I still down here?
Just stay here till I'm done. That's Sophie getting a belly scratch.
Oh, you took a picture of her?
Yes. I shut the audio off though. Hang on. Hello, Sophie.
Oh, did I tell you that Sable went in the dining room today
No.
and into the living room
Did she?
or family room, whatever?
Did she chase the kitty?
No, she's tried to steal one of her toys. That was all.
So Sophie likes when I go upstairs, I visit her before going to bed.
She likes getting belly rubs.
She does like getting belly rubs, but it's a bit disgusting because she's got
Like 75 nipples.
last time I counted it was like 32 nipples. So I get to second base with the cat. She is a cutie. You know how we got Sophie, right? We had gotten Sable.
That very day.
What very day?
We saw Sophie the very day.
Right, because we went to PetSmart to get Sable bullshit for the house. And Sophie was in the PetSmart, and Sophie has a scar above her eye. And it's from when she was an alley cat. And she was a fully grown cat. So over the next couple weeks, we'd see her in there all the time. And finally, I said, nobody's going to adopt that cat because it's not a kitten and it's got that scar over its eye. So we adopted her. She's a sweetheart. Does not like being picked up, though. Holly can pick her up and move her.
And she'll let me hold her like when she lays on me because she likes to lay on me.
And she'll lay on Mrs. Biggins like she's a beanbag chair. And she likes being held. But she does not like being picked up. I had a scar on a nasty scratch. I put like 12 Band-Aids on. That Sophie inflicted when I went to pick her up one day because I decided she was ready for a hug. And she decided to tell me, get the fuck off. Excuse my language.
There's plenty of times when she doesn't. She just wants to be left alone.
Well, cats are bitches.
You gotta leave her alone. And she'll let you know when she wants attention and when she expects you to just drop everything and pay attention.
Now, each of our rescues has a personality. Sophie will run like she's wearing combat boots through the house. This little fluffy cat, and you hear this. Doo, 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 doo.
That's what drives Sable crazy.
Sable has like razor blades for claws, and she loves to climb on you, eat your face, and all. And Archer will come running full blast from across the room and jump up and just push on you. That's why I got to be careful coming up the stairs. This is a quorum. It's a cheap piece of shit because I chain smoke them. Holly just sent a picture. What the hell did you send over here? I'm in the middle of speaking to the Benites. How dare you? What the hell is that? It's impossible for me to show that unless I bring it up on the phone.
Well, show them the picture of Sophie. That's sassy Sophie that I just sent you.
This is sassy Sophie. See the scar over her eye? It's healed up. That was like 4 years ago, 3 years ago. But then Holly also sent me this, which I don't know what the hell it is. Hang on. Since we've been having all this talk, Paul,
Yes.
I don't know if this is a good idea, but I think I'm going to show a dick pic. You ready?
I've seen it. It's not bad.
Dick Tracy. Oh. Yeah, I don't know how long Sable was at the shelter, but it was the day after Byron died. And they looked very much alike. So we went and got her. Then a month later, we got Sophie after looking at her for a month at PetSmart. And then a month later, we got Archer. And Archer, you guys have heard the story about. We went back to the shelter because we wanted to get Sable a playmate. And he was this sounds made up, but it's the truth. In all the kennels, he was in the last kennel all the way back in the corner, skin and bones. And it wasn't because they didn't feed him, because that shelter takes excellent care of animals. It was just he had a very bad digestive system. So we took him home, but skin and bones, he drugged me out to the car, anyhow. And we brought him home, and after months of cooking him chicken every day or beef or bacon and rice every day, and it was always a problem to get him to eat. Finally, we got this Purina EN. It's a prescription diet, but it's for gastro problems, and he now he put on 27 pounds, 20 pounds since he's been with us, and he's fat and sassy. Get all fat and sassy. Have you all seen that video?
It comes up sometimes in my memories on Facebook, and I always reshare it again.
So, Holly, we're staying online for 27 more minutes.
Right.
I'm just letting you know. 9 o'clock, I'll wrap it up. But the Benites have their expectations of me. Holly sent a photo. Let's see what bullshit she's sending me now. I don't think I can bring it up. Hang on. Maybe if I put it over in this window. Uh-oh. I don't know what happened. Oh, there we are. Well, you guys, she's not in here tonight. Jennifer just rescued a. Oh, this isn't the fat and sassy. Anxiety. How many different things are you going to try for this little bitch? Get all fat and sassy. Where's that video? There she is.
Find it?
Yeah, but I can't show it on here.
Eat bread and desserts and just get all fat and sassy.
I can share the link. You know what? I can't share the link in this.
Here, send it to me. I'll give you my phone, and you can show it from my phone.
I don't think it allows you. I don't know if you guys can see my link. You might not be able to say it. But there's a link in there. If you cut and paste that in your browser, you can see what I'm talking about.
Lord.
Get all fat and sassy. I like the woman that does that. It went kaplow.
Here it is.
Up here she comes. This is my favorite video. Today.
Kick your ass.
Look at this over here. Damn. Don't come on screen unless you're fully dressed. She was doing an examination. All right, you guys, have you seen? All right, have you seen her? There's no. Oh my God!
Give it to me.
Turn the volume on.
Like you suddenly act like you don't know how to work a phone.
I don't know how to work your phone. Half the time you're watching adult videos. Is the volume on?
Yes, it's only like 5 seconds, so have it facing the right way.
I know.
Desserts and just get all fat and sassy.
I love that woman. Get all fat and sassy.
Eat bread and desserts and just get all fat and sassy. Eat.
Oh, I don't know why I kept playing.
You magnificent woman, you. So there's a couple. Well, I sold one of the hoodies. I don't know what size I saw. Hang on, let me do something real quick.
Can your Ben Ice pick a picture for me to do next?
Yeah, but let me post it. Yellow fat and sassy. I love her. She's the best. You guys gotta watch that link. She's the best human being ever. Good night, Hella. So we watched Knock at the Cabin. We watched, well, Ted Lasso was last night. Tonight we watched Picard and The Mandalorian. Tomorrow we're going to watch Beef. Maybe tomorrow. But this weekend, definitely. When's Peter Cottontail on? We saw Peter Cottontail on the street today getting torn apart by vultures.
Hey.
Turkey buzzards.
That's not nice.
Jamie's working on his PC. It's now 1:40 in the morning there.
Where are you posting this?
I'll put it on Instagram, depending on what you send me. You know, I got to really be careful about my content on Instagram.
Why?
Because I'm a brand.
It's nothing perverted. It's 2 different Halloween.
I'll put it on the Facebook page. Good night, everyone. I just started Beef today, only 10 minutes. Looking forward to it. Why is everybody going to bed? Is it late where you're at? Princess, let me tell you. Write down this website, doesthedogdie.com. Any movie you can put in there, does the dog,
TV shows as well.
TV shows, and it's not just dogs. It's these are, I'm going to have to put these up, but Howie wants to know, is this a diamond painting?
Cross stitch.
A cross stitch. There's that one. Wow, you can't really see this one. Or there's that one. What's the first one? Are they both on one? The vintage cats?
They're two separate ones, but they're small, so I would do both.
And the other one's a pillow?
It doesn't have to be a pillow. It's just what they put in.
Well, you know, why don't we have any of these hanging here? Hang on.
Because I start too many projects because I get bored.
Do Princess doesthedogdie.com. If you see a dog in a movie, we stop the movies
Yes.
and we will look it up. And if it says the dog dies or the animal dies in it, we won't watch it.
It's completely unnecessary. It does not need to happen.
Funny story. I thought about doing a diming art because Holly seems to enjoy it so much. I got one to commemorate my sold dog. It says, once upon a time, I brought home a Labrador puppy, and the rest is history. Well, opened the kit up and saw how those tiny things were and immediately thought, send it to Holly. I'll pay her to do it for me. $5,000 and she'll do it. No way these old eyes can see it. You know what? Try it. You'll get used to it. Just give it a shot. You got to have the right tool.
Everything comes in the kit.
Michelle says, great job, Holly. I love your creations. I've started using that since you first brought it up, and it saved me from... Right. Jennifer uses doesthedogdie.com.
Of course, because it's a helpful tool.
Jennifer, we were just talking about you. We had a long conversation that talked about everything from cancer screenings to colonoscopies to rescue pets. Now, I wasn't talking about you for the cancer screenings or colonoscopy, but when we got to rescue pets and people were talking about the rescue pets, I talked about your 20-year-old kitty cat that you just rescued. I don't know what I did with that picture.
What picture?
Of her kitty cat. All right, there it is. That's their 20-year-old rescue cat that Jennifer and her hubby just saved.
Sweet.
That cat doesn't look 20. So anyway, folks, there's what time is it? It's 8:45. We'll be on here for 15 more minutes. Hello, Sable. What the fuck? You heard us talking rescues, and that got you worked up? Come on up. Come on up. Let them see you. There's Mrs. Sable. That's my baby girl. Oh, now Archer's over here. All right, Sable, let me let you down. Well, you know how Archer gets to... Oh, give me kisses. Come on. Archer.
Hey.
Let me put her down over here.
Archer.
Archer, come here. Now let people see. Archer, now you go over there. Come here.
Because he wants to keep fucking with his sister.
Let them see you. And this is our beautiful male model, Archer Jojo.
Yes, I know, sweetheart.
They love to see you too. You gonna give me little kisses? Oh, and here's Sable. I got Archer and I got Sable.
Keep your face out of his butthole.
Ah, dogs can sniff a butt. It's not a problem.
Said I was sorry.
A local dim maker. What's a dim maker? Hey, pissed off. Jennifer says hello. Sable, they said, is part Australian blue heeler and part beagle. And what did you say she was, Holly? You looked it up.
I don't know.
There's some app you could take a picture of your dog in.
And Sophie's an Afghan.
Sophie's an Afghan. That explains a lot. Local filmmaker, Scott Hand. I don't remember. There's one guy who's a local filmmaker. Man, he's a bit aggressive. That wasn't Scott Hand, though.
She's a Turkish Angora. I was wrong.
Who?
Sophie.
Was that Thunder?
No.
She's a Turkish Angora, is what Sophie is.
I'm looking.
We think Archer is part Black Lab, but we also think he might be part Weimaraner because of how sleek he is. I had one guy that teaches kids filmmaking or something.
That's what it has here, Weimaraner.
And he contacted me or something, but the name of his organization, and I'm not going to say it because now this guy's a bit on edge. But he wound up, it had the same name of a very, very, very popular website, was what the group was called. So I just asked him, they don't give you any crap for using that name? And he writes back something like, fuck you, if I knew you were going to be an asshole. I'm like, whoa. I don't know why I take this abuse, Holly Ann.
Bloodhound? No, she's not a fucking bloodhound. Hey, stop. You're looking for a reason to start gnashing at each other. It's too late.
You hear Mother over there? Giving these dogs hell for their bullshit. So tomorrow's Good Friday. Remember, we got to eat fish tomorrow, Holly.
It says Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Who?
Sable.
A Rhodesian Ridgeback? That's the first time you ever got that. What'd you take a picture of her?
No, you put a picture in and a little paw comes up and it will tell you what the dog breed is.
That's bullshit.
All right.
I think she's part pit.
I think so. I agree with you.
She's got a little underbite. She's so cute.
This is a puggle or a chiweenie.
Who? Sable?
Yes.
A chiweenie? Now, she might be part Australian blue heeler because she's got some of that in her.
I don't have many pictures of her like looking straight onto the camera.
She's part asshole.
She's not.
Ugh.
She's a good girl.
Dogs do got energy tonight. Aunt Jennifer says hello, Sable and Archer.
Girl.
Nigel, activate Super Chat and YouTube. I can't. It's you have to be monetized, and I have to get that fixed because they rejected me for monetization despite meeting all their criteria because they said I was using someone else's content. And the reason why that happened is because someone else loaded one of my films and said it was theirs.
It's the second one that says Rhodesian Ridgeback.
That dog thing sounds about as accurate as the spirit talker. You're right.
Hi. Oh, God.
Don't go changing to try and please me. I love you just the way you are.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Well, now what happens is, see what I did, Sir Spence? I put up there all the films briefly to meet the criteria of 1,000 hours viewed, and I got it in like a weekend. I got I have like 4,000 subscribers to the channel. I had 1,000 hours viewed, and they rejected me saying it was reused content. And there's actually some people out there on Fiverr that say they'll get that resolved for you. But since I deactivated the films, this is like over a year ago, I'm below the 1,000-hour threshold now. But I did look into that. YouTube chat support. Well, you know, the guy who does these Roku channels and all told me about that's what the problem was. So anyway, when I get back over, when I meet all the criteria, I'll do that. Cookie is Jennifer's cat's name, and it was sleeping on her hubby's lap. Jennifer, we have conflicting reports on what breed Sable is. Is she on top of you?
She was.
She went in the other room?
She's drinking water.
You do have Bad Ben TV in the UK. If you have a Roku device. If you have a Fire device, check in a week. You do get Bad Ben TV in the UK, though. I've got a lot of UK fans over there. Look at this pretty picture. That's Sable Houdini in her first harness we got her that she could get out of in like 3 seconds. So we got her a harness that attaches in 2 different places. Archer, we put a harness on. And the thing with the harness is because they have a handle like on the back. So they're easy. Like if they got out, there's something I could grab onto. Sable went through a phase when we first got her. She would hop out the car and go running. By the way, if you have a dog and it runs from you and it's your dog and you want it back, lay down on the ground if you can. Brings them back every time. There's Mrs. Sable. She's laying right next to me. But I'm telling you, if I was to build a platform between Holly and I in the van that was carpeted, they would lay right on it.
Southern cur, black-mouth cur.
Who's a black-mouth cur?
Sable.
No, she's not.
That's a breed.
Jennifer, if you're trying to search criteria to get the same type of dog as Sable, I suggest you put in search criteria words like insane.
That's mean. She's a sweet
Spastic. She's a very affectionate dog, but full of energy. She does have a gorgeous face, though.
Don't make her feel slighted.
So anyway, folks, it's 5 and 9. I know I said I'd stay on till 9, but it's 5 and 9, so that's close enough. I thank you for the room full of people tonight
Bye.
and hanging out. Holly says good night, and I will say good night, and I will say see you, love you, goodbye, good night, see you tomorrow, Cousin Darty.